Want to have your clip featured in the Skyrim Clip of the Week? Simply record the clip on your Xbox and then send it to me via message. My gamertag is iRyeni, that's IRYENI, and you can message it to me over Xbox and I'll be able to view it. I look forward to seeing the clips that you guys send me. Now moving on to the video. Hey, what's up guys, it's Ryan and welcome to week number 105 of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Now hopefully you guys will enjoy the mods that I've picked out for this week. Starting off at our number 5 spot, we have the Better Intimidation mod. Now this mod does what I thought that this game has needed for such a long time, is whenever you want to play a character that is maybe more evil or maybe more badass than you had hoped, you want to be able to intimidate better, and some of the intimidation options under the dialogue sequences aren't really that great. You know, some of them where you say to Delphine during one of the main quest missions, you better start explaining fast, could be replaced to a threat or, you know, something along those lines. Now the mod page reads, what exactly does this mod do? It says that the mod creator went through all of the dialogue options and player choices for intimidations and a few of the other lines that they felt that were mean or they deserved it. For example, the resist arrest line has been changed, and like I said, the Delphine line has been changed, and many more have been changed. Now it says that they left a few of them alone, but they think that they got most of them, and they want you guys to let the mod creator know if they have missed any of the intimidation options, so that means that most of them in the game have been changed. And like I said, I feel like this mod was very much needed into this game, especially with a persuasion tool as well. That would be awesome to have another persuasion one, because I don't really use speech too much in the game, but if I'm going to be saying some badass lines and threatening people, maybe I'll start a new playthrough where I'm maybe more evil than I was in the previous playthroughs. And the intimidation is just fits seamlessly into the game, and that's what I really like about it. And we need more mods that change the things that you say in the game, you know? Whenever you're going up and talking to NPCs, you don't really see too many mods that allow you to say whatever you want. So I feel like we definitely need more mods like this in the future, and that's definitely why this comes in at our number 5 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Better Intimidation mod. Coming in at our number 4 spot, we have the Extra Crispy Graphics mod. This is a very small graphics mod that can be combined with other exterior graphics mods to very much deepen your immersion. What this mod does is it sharpens the exterior graphics, and the shadows are darker to enhance realism, and the nighttime is brighter than usual. The color settings have also been tweaked by 40%, and you probably notice the difference between this playthrough and the vanilla Skyrim almost immediately. That's what I did whenever I loaded the game up. I noticed it almost immediately, and I really like it. It's a lot different and it feels a lot darker, but it's not like too dark, and it feels like it fits perfectly, and it's just the perfect tweak to the settings in the game to make the game look a lot more lively and a lot more realistic in my opinion. And that's definitely why it comes in at our number 4 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Extra Crispy Graphics mod. Coming in at our number 3 spot, we have the Northern Saga Weathers and Seasons mod. Now the mod page reads that this mod adds over 66 different types of weathers, and every weather type has its own lighting. There's also unique sunrises and sunsets with color reflections, along with a season feature with a slight change of color during the season changes. Now for the season feature itself, it says that seasons will change every 3 months by days in game. It's no longer dependent by regions, but by seasons. So imagine Skyrim as a unique region. It would be possible to have an entire day with the same weather or with 2 changes, but of course this depends on the location, and some weather types will happen more than others. Other than this, all areas have their particular colors and light. Now as you already know, there is a calendar in Skyrim, and when you pause you can see the hour and day in game. The seasons feature read that calendar. Example, from the 1st mid-year to the 31st last seed is summer, and summer has a chance of a 40% sunny weather with 20% cloudy, 20% storm rain, 10% fog, and other weathers. This also means that if you start a day with sunny weather from Riften and you walk all the way to Winterhold, you will still get the same sunny weather, and you will not go through many different weather changes as you go through the different regions. Summer also lasts 3 months, so the 1st and the 3rd month have a chance of less sunny weather but more cloudy weather and more overcast rain and fog than storms. The mid-month would be a full summer, as it would have the most sunny days. And of course, all areas have their own weather types, and this means that sunny weather in Winterhold is different than the Markarth, and so on and so forth. When it comes to winter, it'll be mostly snowy, obviously. For spring, this is the season that leaves winter behind, but some small snowstorms will be possible. There's more rain coming and more fog and cloudy weathers. When it comes to autumn, this is the end of the summer and there could be more rain coming. There's also a possibility to see some small snow in the north. This mod is compatible with most of the lighting mods such as ELFX, RLO, and ELE, and there's also True Storm and Lightning, which is also supported here, and Obsidian Mountains and any cloud mods are supported as well. I really like the idea of having seasons in Skyrim, and this mod implements them perfectly, and that's definitely why it comes in at our number 3 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Northern Saga Weathers and Seasons mod. Coming in at our number 2 spot, we have the Path of Transcendence, Lichdom. This is a short quest mod that should take no longer than 10 to 20 minutes to complete. There's also 2 new custom artifacts to discover, and a custom amulet with an infamous tome from the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. It also adds the ability to become an undead lich with support of all non-custom races. You can start the quest by the entrance of Hobbs Fall Cave, and you embark on a short quest to slay a powerful necromancer seeking a legendary artifact. If you follow his clues, you may instead retrieve the artifact for yourself, but what you choose to do with it is entirely up to you. Now, you heard me correctly. This mod allows you to completely become a lich, which gives you 30% to 150% faster magic regeneration. There's also a 40 to 200% extra magicka depending on how many days you have spent as a lich. I'm saying 40 to 200 because there's a wide range of how powerful of a lich you are. Whenever you first start out, you get these small stats like the 30%, but the longer you are a lich, the more they gain on you, and you can get up to 150% and 200 extra magicka. And then the health that restores every second can go from 2 to 10. Now just think about that. 10 health every second if you're the most powerful lich. You're going to be the most powerful lich that there is. There's also a 10 to 50% more effective intimidation depending on how many days you spend as it, like I said. And there's also a 100% resistance to poison and disease, a 25% resistance to frost and shock, a 25% resistance to physical damage. There's passive water breathing. Some of the downsides, however, is potion and healing magic have no effect on you, and you also have a range of 10 to 50 of the reduced speechcraft depending on how many days you have spent as a lich, and sometimes you will be attacked on sight when in lich form, and you can only die in nether lich form. Now what I mean by you can only die in nether lich form is there's resurrection in this game now. Now when it comes to resurrection, the lich is immortal and is able to cheat death. When your health reaches 0, you will become a spectral. This is your nether lich form. You will remain in this form until you successfully cast Dark Sacrifice for the cost of 1 filled black soul gem. While a nether lich, you will be unable to resurrect yourself. Now there's also the Mortal Shroud, which means that the lich can disguise their true form in the eyes of the public. This effect lasts indefinitely, however while it is active, your total magicka and magical regeneration will be reduced. This also adds a Bone Tyrant into the game. You as a lich can learn a powerful spell that can empower the undead state, a master level alteration spell that will transform the lich into a powerful Bone Tyrant for 60 seconds. While in this form, the lich will move slower but have access to more powerful spells such as Death Grip and Soul Clutch. Death Grip functions as the telekinesis spell that drains the life force from your enemy. Soul Clutch is a powerful spell that will raise a dark soul in place of whoever it kills, and it will follow you until it's destroyed. This is based off the creature with the same name featured in the Elder Scrolls Online. Your Bone Tyrant also has a high resistance to magic, a high armor rating, passive water walking, and a knockback immunity. Then there's Necrosis. Now you as a lich can learn to empower its unnatural vitality by sapping the necrotic energy from the other undead. This includes vampires and other lich type enemies. For every undead creature nearby, the lich will sap 50 points of health, magicka, and stamina. Now this is an incredibly powerful spell. And last but not least, you can conjure a Bone Colossus. You can learn to summon one of the most powerful forms of undead to serve its whim for 60 seconds. A mighty Bone Colossus based on the creature from the Elder Scrolls Online, and to get this and the other spells, you have a 10% chance of finding the spell tomes on any of the necromancer enemies that you kill, but only after you have become a lich. Now being able to become a lich is one of the most awesome things I've ever heard in this game, and as you can see as I'm going through here, at the end I do actually become a lich, and you'll be able to have all the powers and such, and be able to gain more and more power the longer you spend as a lich. So in the vanilla game of Skyrim, we have the ability to become a werewolf, a vampire, and now we can become a lich, guys. And that's definitely why this mod comes in at our number 2 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Path of Transcendence Lichdom. Coming in at our number 1 spot, we have the Skyrim Flora Overhaul. This mod features a mesh and texture overhaul for all of Skyrim's flora, featuring 18 new tree models, 65 plus new grasses and plants, improved tree and plant textures, and the green forest now appears more deep and old, and trees are now much taller. Snowy trees are much more detailed with heavy snow, and some are bent by the snow. Coming in at 107.67 megabytes, this mod covers a lot of ground. It covers pretty much the entire map of Skyrim and completely overhauls all of the flora in the game, and it looks beautiful. Walking around here, my jaw absolutely dropped, and I was able to notice the difference almost right away, and it just makes the game look so much better. So if you have over 100 megabytes of free space and don't know what to add, and you want to make your game look even more amazing, then the Skyrim Flora Overhaul is definitely for you. And that's why it's featured here at our number 1 spot, so I'd recommend downloading the Skyrim Flora Overhaul mod. So that's pretty much it for this week's episode of the top 5 Skyrim mods of the week. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and if you did, I would appreciate it if you left a like and subscribe if you're new. It really helps me out a lot. And if you have any suggestions for mods you'd like me to cover in future top 5 mod episodes, be sure to let me know in the comment section below, or you can follow me on Twitter. I'll be sure to leave my Twitter in the description, and you guys can follow me on there and leave me suggestions through there as well. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and I will talk to you guys later.